Hi guys, this is Ratan.
Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll learn about 4 most commonly used function types in JavaScript. So the first type is function declaration. Let's write it up. So the function declaration is the most common way of writing a function. So let's write a function add that adds 2 numbers. So this is how we write a function. We write the function keyword and then the function name. So we can give any name. In this case, because we are adding 2 numbers, I have given the name add, and let's write a and b as the parameter, and this is what we will add actually. Okay, let's console this. Okay, so now it won't console anything. It will call this function only, like it will console this only when we call this function. Okay, so let's call this function add and let's send 3 and 4 as the argument. So what happens is 3 is assigned to a and 4 is assigned to b. Okay, and it consoles 3 plus 4. Okay, so we got 7 over here. Okay, so this is how we write a function. You just write all your code inside the curly brackets. This is one way of writing a function. The second way of writing a function is function expression. Okay, let's write it up. Function expression. So let's copy this completely and comment it out, and let's paste it. So in the function expression, what we do is we would declare a variable and then assign the function to it. Okay, so let's delete the add from here and let's declare variable add and assign this function to it. Okay, it will do the same thing. If you see over here, it gives us the output 7. Let's change the argument like 3 and 7. Okay, so it gives us 10 over here. So this is the only difference. We just delete the function name from here, and that function name is declared as a variable and we assign this function to it. So this is what we call as an anonymous function. Okay, and there is one difference between function declaration and the function expression. Okay, so that is hoisting. So let me show you. So when I call the function after the function definition, okay, it gives us the output 7. So when I call it before the function definition, it will still give us the output. Okay, but in case of function expression, what happens is now it will give the output, but when I call it before the function definition, okay, so it gives us error, cannot access add before initialization. So this is because of hoisting. So what happens is that in hoisting, the function declaration and the variable declaration moves to the top. So that is why during this way of defining a function, we are not getting error because the function declaration moves to the top. Okay, but there is one difference in the function and variable declaration, which is that when you declare a variable, let's say I'm declaring a variable b and assigning 10 to it. Okay, so let's console out b over here and over here. Okay, so let me show the output first. Okay, so first it's giving us undefined, and then it's giving us 10. Okay, so what happens is that I mentioned that function and variable declaration moves to the top, right? So the variable declaration alone moves to the top. Okay, but the value that is assigned, it doesn't move to top. So that is why the console before this declaration gives us undefined, because our code knows that there is a variable b declared, but at this point it is undefined. Okay, but at this point after this it's assigned the value as 10. Okay, so it's different in case of let and const. Let me show you. So when you give let over here, you can see that cannot access b before initialization. Okay, same goes to const also. You cannot access b before initialization, okay, because hoisting doesn't happen with let and const, but with var it does happen. Only the variable b is moved to top, okay, so that is why it gives undefined here and 10 over here. So same thing happens over here. If you see over here, it says cannot access add before initialization. But if you give var, let's see what we get. Add is not a function, okay. So this variable declaration is moved to top, but at that point of time, since it is undefined, okay, it says that it says that we have add declared, but it's not a function, okay. So that is the reason we are getting this error over here, okay. So this is the second way of writing a function. Okay, so the third way of writing a function is arrow functions. Okay, arrow functions. This was introduced in ES6. Okay, let's uncomment it. Copy this, comment it out, and let's paste it over here. And let's call it after the definition. Okay, so what happens in arrow function is that this function keyword is removed and we write an arrow over here. Okay, so let's remove this function keyword and let's write equal to and greater than symbol. So this makes an arrow, right? So this is a concise way of writing the function expression, and it would also give us the output, that is 10. Okay, as I said, this was introduced in ES6, and nowadays this is the most common way of writing a function. Okay, it became my most common way. And the fourth and the final, it's not the final, it's we have many other function types as well, but the fourth most common function type is IIFE, which is referred to as IIFE, and it is nothing but immediately invoked function expression. Immediately invoked function expression. So this is a commonly asked question during an interview. We write a parenthesis first and let's write an anonymous function inside it. Okay, let's say, let's not give any parameters to it, and let's say console.log IIFE. Okay, and let's call it here only. Okay, when you save and see, okay, we have IIFE console out. So it's explained in the name itself, right? So it's immediately invoked function expression. So if you see the function expression, we use anonymous function, right? So we write anonymous function, okay, we write it inside the parenthesis and we immediately call that function. So this is IIFE, and you can also write arrow function as well. It will give us the same output. Okay, so this is it, guys. These are the 4 most commonly used function types in JavaScript. I hope it was useful, and if you have any questions, comment it out. I'll help you out. So thank you, guys.